so much for joining me. It's day 4 of our 5-day online business startup challenge, and I'm so excited for you that you stayed the course. Remember to drop where you are tuning in from in the comments. If you're joining me, on the replay, just learning this. And on the if you're joining me on the replay, just drop replay in the comments. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you again for joining me. It's day 4, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be sharing with you on how to make 6 figures from your online business. And I'm going to be doing a little recap, as usual, of what we did yesterday. And then I'm going to be diving into today's training. All right. So let's just dive right into it. And for those who are joining me live, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about what we did yesterday and then jump into your money goal. And then I'm going to be touching a little bit about being the entrepreneur and the business that you want to start. And then I'm going to be using an example like an online course and to break down the numbers so you can see exactly how you can create a course or whatever program that you have and to generate that 6 figure from it. All right. So yesterday we talked about well, you should know me, so let me just jump over that slide. Yesterday we talked about freebie funnel and how you can use that freebie funnel to start generating income immediately rather than waiting until you build that new like and trust factors. I shared with you that it's important to give your buyers the opportunity to buy from you today, right? So you set up your freebie funnel, you're going to have a step within that where you are going to give them the opportunity to buy. And we just shared about, what exactly is freebie funnel. And we said that it's a strategy that attracts your potential customer by offering them something of value in exchange for their email addresses. Right? That's simply what that is. We talked about the goals of the freebie funnel. The ultimate goal is to grow your email list. But something that I see is missing from so many persons opt-in page or freebie funnel is the opportunity for persons to buy from you. So one of the goals that you should have for your freebie funnel is to generate immediate income from that, right? And you can also use that to build your brand. I've also shared with you a couple of factors to consider when you're setting up your freebie funnel. We talked about, knowing your target audience because like I've said, if you target everybody, you're going to end up targeting nobody. So you must know the persons that you're targeting, right? And so when you know the person that you're targeting, it's so easier for you to come up with whatever programs that you have, whether it's an online course, coaching program, whatever it is, a membership site, whatever it is, it's easier for you because you know exactly who you're targeting. Also share that one. Another factor is to know exactly what your audience will get. What freebie should you create that will be of benefit the most to the people that you serve, right? Your audience, it doesn't make sense. They want, let's say, a video course or video freebie where you give them a PDF, right? So you must know your audience, give them a freebie that will benefit them the most and something that they will, opt in for, right? You must have that irresistible offer that will entice them to jump on your email list. Another one is how will you get in front of your target audience? And that's simply what the TA means. And I've shared with you a couple of ways yesterday. You can go back and watch the video. I shared with you, you must have a social media presence once your business requires that. And go in front of your audience. Unless you are an established business, you have to find a way of, getting in front of your people. Let's say you have a couple of persons who came on your list. You want to build the know, like, and trust factors, and therefore you must give them some valuable free content on a regular basis. And then you mix that with some, marketing content, something to fail or something like that. Because whilst you're giving something for free, you want to generate income in your business, right? I've also shared with you, how to generate income using the freebie funnel. And this is my favorite part of a freebie funnel. And the answer is you must put a paid offer on your thank you page. So many persons are not doing that. Now that you know this, you better go implement that on your opt-in page and ensure that you give people the opportunity to buy from you. And we shared this illustration with you where you are able to, if you look at this first box, this is the opt-in page, all right? And this is your irresistible offer where you're sharing with them something of value. You're saying that you're giving them 6 steps for them to start creating their online courses. You tell them to drop their names and their email addresses, and then in the next step in this freebie funnel is your thank you page. And like I said, don't just have a thank you page. On your thank you page, you should have a free, not a free, you should have something paid. You should have something that they will pay you for. You're giving them the opportunity to buy something from you on your freebie funnel, right? And so you can do this by dropping it on your thank you page. There's another way that I talked about earlier in the week, but I'm just going to be sticking with this for today. All right. The next step in the process is the order page. Once they click on that buy now or click here or whatever it is that you put as the call to action, then it's going to take them to the payment page where they're going to put in their card information, whether debit or credit, or they're using PayPal. They're going to put in the information there. The next step is for you to send them whatever it is that they purchased, right? So if it's a starter kit, you make sure that you send it to them and then you send them their receipt. It could be that you send the receipt and the starter kit or whatever it is that they're buying from you in the same email or the next pop-up that will happen at that stage of the freebie funnel. All right. So that's basically it for day 3. Day 4 now is how to make 6 figures from your online business. Okay. And I'm going to be breaking down the numbers, like I said. And before I do that, let's look at how will you use your expertise, your skills, experiences, your passion. How is it that you're going to use this to start your business and to start generating income from that, right? And let's say the question that I'm asking you, do you have qualifications? Now, if you went to university or college or a skills training school and you have some kind of qualification, you can use that as a basis to create whether your course or just to create the content that you're going to be giving the people that you're targeting, right? So once you look at your qualifications, you should know what that is and to see if the problem that your target audience has, if those qualifications or that qualification will be able to help them. The next one, do you have experiences? Sometimes you might not have qualifications, but you're working at somewhere for a long period of time and you have that experience. You can use that experience to start your business and when you start your business, that experience now you're going to use that to as a foundation or the basis to create the content, whether free or paid, for the people that you serve. My next question is, do you have a passion for something? Sometimes we have passion, we have talents, but we have gifts, but we are not using them. So sometimes if you just step back, take a look at what you love to do, right? Ask your family, ask your friends, say, what is it that I'm most passionate about? What is it that I do for sometimes for free, but I just love doing it? And so sometimes somebody don't even have to pay you. You just want to do it because you love it. That passion can turn into an income stream. That passion can turn into an income stream, but you have to know what that is for you, and then you build your business around that. But remember, it must be something that your target audience will benefit from. The solution that you create from that passion should be the solution to the problems of your target audience. Right? And same goes with your skills. Once you have skills, let's say you have writing skills, you're good at writing books, or you're always editing people's work. That is a well sought after skills that so many persons would pay you money for you to do for them, right? And so your skills, look at what your skill sets are, and then you're gonna ask yourself, how is it that I'm gonna monetize my skills? How is it that I'm gonna monetize my passion, my experience, or even my qualifications? And let's say you do not have any skills, qualifications, or anything like that, go get it. There's so many free resources out there where you can get, whether it's developer skills, learner skills, get free education. There are so many schools, training programs out there where you can get that for free. I think a couple of days ago, last week or 2 weeks ago, I did a video where Harvard is offering free courses on so many different things. And I'm also going to drop the link in the description. So if you have no skills, no qualification, no passions, you have nothing, you can go learn a skill. You can go learn a skill that you know you will benefit from. So I'm going to be dropping that link in the chat, all right? The next part that I'm going to be going on is, what will your title be? And I said your title should depict exactly what you help people with, right? Your title should depict exactly what you help people with. So what is it that you help people with that you can actually, say, whether I'm a mindset and business coach, I'm a fitness coach, I'm, a life coach and a transformational coach, whatever it is that you want to title yourself, make sure that it depicts the skills that you have. Make sure that when people look at what you're doing, they should not say, you know what, she said she's a business coach, but all she talks about is, how to get over emotional things. I know all of that can tie in together, but what I'm saying, your title must depict what you help people with, right? The next one, what do you do? What I want you to do is to get a book or a gadget and write 1 or 2 sentences which best describe the solution you provide to people, right? What is it that you do for people that will get them to their aspiration, that will help them to solve the problems that they have? So you should be able to put that in 1 or 2 sentences, nothing too long and drawn out. Because when somebody asks you, what do, you should be able to tell them exactly what you do. For example, I'm a mindset and business coach, and what we do at the Wealth Legacy Movement, we help you to start building your wealth legacy through entrepreneurship, property ownership, high paying jobs, and side hustle, right? So that is just something that easily comes off of my lips because it is something that I practice, it is something that I know. And so you have to know that for yourself. What is that 1 or 2 sentences that describe exactly what you do? What will you name your company? Your company name tells people what it offers. Be creative in giving your company its name. You must have a vision and a mission for your company. And sometimes, even when you're in the process of giving your company its name, sometimes it's difficult, and there are so many websites online that you can use to help you to generate that. It gives you different options, and then you can take that, tweak it, or use it as it, because a lot of them, they'll allow you to use it as is. All right, let's look at money goal. What is your money goal? Your money goal should be a realistic figure you can get to with the right strategies in place. And I think sometimes people have unrealistic money goals. And this is why, for the most part, a lot of times they are not able to get to their money goals because it is unrealistic. And just like with your big goals, you break them down into smaller, more manageable tasks. It is the same thing with your money goal. You should make sure that you break it down, whether you have a yearly goal, then you break that down into monthly, then you break that down into weekly, and even daily. Because when you do that, it helps you to, it motivates you, it makes it seem smaller, and so you can put better strategies in place to get to the smaller one. And that smaller one add up, and it adds up, and it adds up until it gets you to that ultimate money goal, that six-figure money goal. All right. How to build a six-figure business from your online course, and I'm going to be using this as the example. You know your overall money goal, like I just shared with you. You know, you must have a figure. Don't just say, you know what, I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. You must put a number to I want to be rich. What is that number? What does that number look like for you? What exactly is it? Write it down somewhere, right? So you can see it every single day. What's the money goal for your course? You're going to create an online course or program. What is the money goal for that? And it's so important that before you even create that program, that online course that we're going to be used as the example here, you must have a money goal for your course, because this will help you to know exactly how many courses need to buy, you know how many persons you need to get in front of to get that number that you want to buy, because you know it's a numbers game. All right, so let me just go deeper into this. So what strategies do you need if your money goal is six-figure per year? And six-figure is just $100,000, right? Let's say that is your money goal for your business. You want to make 100,000 for the year, and that's it. So now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be breaking down your money goal. I'm going to use numbers and show you how possible that is for you. All right. Like I said, let's say your money goal is six-figure per year, and that is $100,000. So remember, I told you your just like with your regular goals, and you break it down, those bigger goals, into smaller, more manageable tasks. It's the same thing with your money goal. You're going to break them down. So your yearly goal of six-figure, which is 100,000, you divide that by 12 to give you, let's say, $8,400, right? And that is your monthly money goal, right? So we want to break it down even further if you want to, and that again will make it seems like it will be easier to get to. You'll be able to put better strategies in place when you have the money goal broken down. And see, I've now broken it down into smaller money goals. So it's the year, the month, and the week. And you can go even further by breaking it down by days. So you just simply divide your weekly by 7. And this is exactly what I have here. 100,000 for the year, 8,400 for the month, 2,000 for the week, and almost 297 for, or 298 for the day, right? So we're gonna be working with the monthly goal of, let's say, $8,400. Okay, so my question is to you, based on this, how many persons do you need to get in front of to be able to get to your money goal? And this is so important because, like I said, it's a numbers game, and you have to play that well. If not, you're not going to get to that money goal that you have. So let's say you've created a course, or you're going to be creating an online course, and the course is $997. $997. That's a typical figure that most of us use for the price of our course. You can make it cheaper if you want, and you can go more expensive if you want. But for this example, we're going to be using a course price of $997. And like I said, this is typical of most persons selling their course for this price, right? It's not anything new, it's not big. Actually, this is an okay figure. People are selling courses for much more than that, all right? So let's say the average conversion rate is like 3%. It could be 1 to 3% if you're just starting out and you're not really a marketing guru. So we're just gonna put it at 3%. Okay, 3%. And let's look at how many persons. And remember, I told you we're going to be using the monthly goal of $300. And so we want to know how many persons need to buy the course and the number of persons that need to buy a course, plus how many persons you need to get in front of to be able to get to that money goal, right? And so to do that, like I have here, the monthly goal is $8,400, $8,333.33. I just rounded it off to $8,400, and we divide that by the cost of your course, which is $997, and that equals 8.4. But since we're dealing with people, I just put it for 9 people rather than, because you can't say 8.4 people, right? So I just put it as 9 people for easy working. So again, the course price $997, your monthly goal is $333.33. We're going to divide that by your course price to get the number of persons to buy your course to get to that $8,400, right? And again, the conversion rate is 3%. So what we need to do now is to find out what's the number of customers that I need to get my course in front of in order for that number, that 3% conversion rate of them to buy the course, which remember we told you it's 9. So all you're going to do is divide this 9 by 3%. 3% is 0.03. When you divide 9 by 0.03 or 3%, that gives you 300. All right, that gives you 300, and that's simply how you get that. Okay, so your course price that we go over is $997, conversion rate 3%, and the monthly goal is $8,330.33, and the number of customers you must get in front of is 9 divided by 3% equals to 300 people. So your course must be in front of 300 people. You must put your course in front of 300 persons for 9 of them to buy your course to get you to your goal. All right? Do you understand that? Remember, if you have questions, you can always drop the questions in the chat, right? So I'm going to be doing a quick recap of this. And so, again, if you have questions, just drop them in the chat and I'm going to be responding to them. All right? So, just looking if we have questions. All right. Okay, so quick recap, like I said, to get to your money goal, let's say your money goal is 6 figures and that's 100,000. That's a basic 100,000. And we said that your course price is $997. Conversion rate is 3%. And since we said that we've broken down the yearly money goal, we've divided that 100,000 in 12, and that gives us $8,400, really $8,333.33. And we said that the number of customers you must get in front of, what you have to do is to divide the 9 by the 3%, with 3% is 0.03, and that equals to 300 people. So again, you must get your course in front of 300 persons in order for 9 of them to buy. You see what I'm saying? So based on the market average of 3% conversion rate, get your course in front of 300 persons for those 9 to buy, and so you're going to get your monthly money goal. Again, let me see if we have questions. Somebody's saying, which course is the best kind of course to create? The course version Freebie you mentioned a few days ago. Can you share the link, please? Thanks. All right. So the best kind of course to create would be what's best for your target audience. That's the best kind of course. But if you're looking at whether you're going to create a video course, an audio course, a written course, then I would say a video course, because most clients, customers, they gravitate towards video courses than they do audio courses or even PDF, right? I would say PDF is a no-no for the course, especially if you want to price it at a premium price. So video course, definitely I would say yes, that's the best kind of course to create. But I will add that make sure that your audience is requiring that video course. So that's my answer to that question, or that questions. And the freebie that you mentioned, I am going to be dropping the freebie in the description or in the chat, and then you're going to have access to it. It's free, like it suggests, freebie. I'm going to be dropping it in the description, and so you can get it. And I'm hoping that's the one that you're referring to is the one that, I think it's a 9-step to creating your very first online course. If that's the one, I'm going to be dropping it in the chat. Or if it's the one about freebie ideas, that's already in the chat. So you can go click on that and get a freebie. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Love the training. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we have another one here. All the freebies you've talked about, you've shared already. Yes, except for one. The one that I'm going to be sharing after this training is the one about the 9 steps. I think it's 9 steps to creating your very first online course. Right? That's a freebie. I've not dropped it yet, but I'm going to be dropping it in the description so you can have it. But all the other free resources that I shared since Monday, they're all in the description, especially the one that helps you to run your business, whether you want to create freebie funnel, sales funnel, you want to host your online courses, you want to do webinars or live trainings, whatever it is that you want to have, or membership sites, that free resource is also in the description. I've also shared with you on Monday that one, you're going to realize that as your business grows, you're going to outgrow the free portion of that software, and then you might have to upgrade to a paid plan, and it's not expensive, because if you've outgrown it, that means you're making some money in your business, right? And so I can recommend that one, because that's the one that I use in my own business. All right. So any more questions? Any more questions? Do we have more questions? All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me on this 4th day of the 5-day business startup challenge. And like I said, the aim of this challenge is to challenge you to get your online business up and running, because it's not difficult, especially now when technology is so advanced. Like everybody has smartphones, everybody has those gadgets that you can use to start your business with. So you don't need to be, rocket science to be able to start your business. You don't need to be a guru to be able to start your online business. And what we're here about at the Wealth Legacy Movement is to help you to become financially free. And so this is just my way of giving to you, the free training that you can get your online business up and running fast, right? So thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you tomorrow on the 5th and final day of our business startup challenge. So I'll talk to you soon.